Good afternoon and welcome to the town of Brough. I'm here to show you this delightful little cottage behind me, number 5 Bridge Street. Brough itself is located only a very short distance from the popular town of Kirkby Stephen, with all its amenities, including schools, shops, cafes, restaurants, petrol stations, solicitors, pharmacies and recreational grounds. In Brough itself we've got really good amenities as well, just on a slightly lower scale, but it's a very nice traditional town, and this property located behind me, number 5 Bridge Street, is just off the main thoroughfare of Brough itself. The cottage, you see, has got 2 bedrooms and it has a lounge dining area and kitchen and downstairs bathroom, and I'll not tell you too much about the rear, but I'm going to show you more as to what we can find to the rear of the property, because it's a really nice surprise, really pleasant. So what I'm going to do is take you inside, have a good look through the cottage, and we're also going to show you the street scene, see what there is to offer in just the immediate vicinity. So as you can see in front of me, we've got number 5 Bridge Street. It is a really exceptional cottage. It's got lots of character features still, but it has been fully modernised, and up till fairly recently the vendors have used this as a holiday let. So it's got great income, albeit they've had that on hold for just under a year, I believe, due to commitments of their own, and they've been unable to do that, but it does let very well. They do have some past history on this property. So as we walk up the street here, at the top of the road there is actually a place called the Castle Bar. So there's a pub right on your doorstep, and that is the main street that runs through Brough. So the junction there will take you north and south, and as we look down the other end here, that will take you back to the junction with the A66 up to Appleby, which is about 7-8 miles away, and a few miles along the A685 into Kirkby Stephen with all its amenities. But Brough in itself, it has got shops, a couple of cafes, as I say, pubs, and just your little amenities such as your chippy and things like that. So you have got all sorts on your doorstep. What I'm going to show you before we go inside is this is a public right of access that runs down the side of the property, and the property is of a certain age, so you can imagine this has existed for a long time, but this is a real added bonus. Look at this beautiful backdrop that we've got behind the property. What's not to like about that? It's just really lovely, and on a day like today where it's been lovely and sunny as well, very therapeutic. So you do look out across this from the back of the property. We'll try and show you now. And it has got a balconied area, so you can enjoy it by being sat outside the back of your property and actually just enjoying that view and the noise of running water. Lovely. So as we come back round the front, I'm just going to take you into the property and we'll have a further. So once inside, you can see a really nicely presented lounge area, and it's got room for a little dining table. You can see at the back there. It has got a multi-fuel stove, so it won't take much to heat this room. It will really give out some decent heat from that little stove there. But equally, we've also got a very modern system in the sense that it has got electric radiators fitted. There's some really nice character features. You'll see the original alcove there, but it has had UPVC double glazing put in. So you have got the modern energy efficiency throughout, but equally it still retains quite a lot of character. I believe this dates back to probably about 150 years, something along those lines. It's a nice property of a certain age. It's got nice solid oak floorboards as well. And it leads you through to this little inner hallway. We've got a cupboard here, which is handy for storage. It's got light in there, somewhere to put your ironing board, and somewhere to put your hoover. And then we go through to what is the downstairs bathroom. So this is cleverly fitted in the sense that it's quite a long, narrow room, but it has got everything in here that you're going to need. It's got your wash hand basin. It's got some nice tasteful paneling to the walls. You've got your toilet at this end and your bath with your shower over. So as in the day, this was the norm. The bathrooms were downstairs. And then adjacent to this, we've got your kitchen area. So this has been fully modernised as well, only in fairly recent years. It's got your high gloss wall units with your run of work surface, which is rather generous. And you've got a nice breakfast bar area. So you've got slightly less formal dining in here. You have got your cooker, there's a room for a fridge freezer, and your sink down at this end. And this also enjoys some outlooks over the Beck there. Really pleasant. So I'm going to go upstairs. These wooden staircases have been actually painted in a really nice tasteful colour that's very in at the moment. And this takes you up to first floor level, where you've got your quite well proportioned double bedroom, really nice size. And as you can see, quite high ceilings on here as well. You have got access to your loft up there, and in this cupboard here you've got your airing cupboard with your cylinder in. Loads and loads of space for all your laundry and towels and things like that. And we've also got a beautiful little ornate fireplace, as well as having your modern radiator to the wall. So we've got a front aspect from here, out onto Bridge Street. As I say, really good dimensions in here. You can imagine how this is let so well as a holiday let, but equally as a first-time buyer's property, possibly somebody who's on their own, maybe a holiday home, a nice retreat to come to. And this is a second bedroom. I am told by the vendors that when they bought, there was a single bed up at the top on this wall here. It does run right the way across that back wall there quite neatly, but it does fit. But they're using this as an overspill, sort of nice little study space, because when they were letting essentially to couples. So this is very unique. This window here actually gives us access out to a decking area. So a little restricted headroom, so you do have to be careful you don't you knock yourself out. But look at this fantastic balconied area. You can imagine yourself sat here in summer with some refreshments, just taking in the world going by. And the views are pretty spectacular. You can see over to open countryside, but just the heart of Brough itself from here, and all down the rooftops over in that direction. But such a beautiful location, such a pleasant place to be sat, just listening to that running water. I am told by the vendors that it never flooded, and so there's no need to worry if you were buying this property. So, great space, great potential for many uses, whether it's a permanent home or it could be a second home, a holiday let income. It really is a rather special little cottage. Do come and have a look at it. Do you see the potential in this property as a holiday let? Do you see this as maybe your next purchase or even your first purchase? Don't miss out on number 5 Bridge Street. It's a beautiful little cottage. Please do give us a call on 01768 88 11 11, and we're more than happy to make you a viewing.